to our blog. Persevere with Christ. That title is taken from an experience that I had many years ago at World Youth Day in 2013. I remember at the time that there was one youth who wanted to come up with some ideas about ways to fundraise and get money to go on the trip. They decided to make a bracelet that had the message on it, Persevere with Christ. So why did this idea come up now? Because we were going to World Youth Day in Madrid, Spain, and during that trip we learned a lot about suffering through many challenges and overcoming many obstacles. To give you one example, our group needed to walk an incredibly long distance from our hotel to a giant field. We needed to camp out overnight so that we were able to join in the Mass the next day with Pope Benedict for the final closing Mass of World Youth Day. But this walk was incredibly hot. The sun was so bright, and it caused us to sweat an enormous amount. It was full of suffering, but we made it. And we got there. We realized through that experience that we needed to depend on Jesus and His strength and His perseverance to overcome that challenge. And we did. Jesus helped us to persevere. How often do we forget that, though? Today we are encountering many difficulties because of the coronavirus, including economic challenges. And so our Boston Deaf Catholic community decided that we would start a new show full of reflections to try to help each other get through this difficult time. And that's why we've called this show Persevere with Christ. So welcome to our first episode. For today, Tuesday, May 12th. Today's gospel is taken from the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verses 27 to 31a. Jesus said to His disciples, "Peace I leave you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give it to you. Do not let your hearts be troubled or afraid. You heard me tell you, I am going away, and I will come back to you. If you loved me, you would rejoice that I am going to the Father. For the Father is greater than I. And now I have told you this before it happens, so that when it happens, you may believe. I will no longer speak much with you, for the ruler of the world is coming. He has no power over me. But the world must know that I love the Father, and that I do just as the Father has commanded me. This gospel today is very applicable to the time that we're living in. We are in the midst of a spiritual battle between good and evil. We need to remember that Jesus showed us his strength when he came to the world. He encountered a lot of challenges and difficulties here on earth. Many people did not believe in him, and they continued to mock him and persecute him and throw stones at him. That must have been frustrating for Jesus, but he still loved those people. And the reason is because of his peace. That's why Jesus said in the beginning of the gospel today, "Peace I leave with you." And it's up to us to accept it. Jesus truly is the Son of God, and the peace that he gives will benefit us greatly. It will give us strength to face whatever comes our way. Can you imagine living without peace? I don't think so. Peace gives us love and strength and positivity. Even though the climate is very challenging right now with all that's happening, we must make a choice. Do we choose to follow the ruler of the world, or do we follow God, who gives us peace in Christ that we may share with others? Which do we choose? Which is better for us to live with when we face our challenges today? We must not feel alone. That's why Jesus said that he is going away, but he would leave his peace with us. And we should take him at his word, because he already knows what it's like to live on earth. And he did awesome and amazing work when he came here on earth. Jesus calls us to do the same, to accept his message and pass it on. Whatever hard things we face today, we must always remember that Jesus gives us the peace that we need, and we must spread the peace in return. Thank you for watching. May God bless you. Love you all.